And lastly, I wanted to tell you all that you do not know my side of the story. The media has a great way of getting a narrative and twisting it.
Just when you think the things that people will do in order to get fame has reached its peak, something like this happened.
Oh, hell. Y'all, Christina Randall, she's awesome. Make sure you subscribe to her. She's pinned down in the description.
Before we get into talking about Linda, let me give you guys a bit of some background information. As we all know, prison guards risk their lives every single day when they go to work. It's obviously an important job, but it also can be dangerous. Some would suggest that it's even more risky for female prison guards, especially those that work in male prisons. Women began working in male prisons back in the 1970s, and now 40% of prison staff are actually women. Now, being a prison guard is already a very challenging career, but it is made even more challenging when they're having staffing issues and there's not enough officers in order to take care of the amount of inmates that they have.
Whoa.
We've talked about all kinds of things happening in prisons because of short staffing, but one that we haven't really dug into a whole lot is about the relationships between guards and inmates.
Oh, hell.
He needs some milk.
Y'all already know where this is going. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. That has to be what's going to happen.
Specifically, this story that we're going to talk about today, which is about a female guard and a male inmate. Recently, female guards caught with male inmates has dramatically increased. From literally 2020 to 2023, 34 were arrested, including one who got pregnant by an inmate and had his phone number tattooed on her thigh. This is...
Oh, hell. Man, those inmates be like, what's up, baby? I'm inside these walls trying to get inside them sweet walls. That's crazy as hell.
50% of an increase from the 19 women fired in the previous 4 years leading up to 2002.
Ladies, y'all like a bad boy. Does that constitute? I guess so. Just crazy as hell.
20. And of course, it is believed that this number is probably much higher because a lot of these incidents between, officers and inmates are kept a secret and are never even found out, or at least they don't.
Oh, hell, I wonder why.
Make it to the point that we know about it. Today, I want to talk.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus. By the way, YouTube, you better hit that thumbs up button. Let's go. TikTok, tap the screen like crazy. Let's get 25,000 likes.
About one prison guard in particular, 30-year-old Linda DeSousa Abreu. Linda is a Portuguese national that was living in Fulham, West London. Linda has been married for 6 years and...
She was married?
Emotional damage.
Oh, hell. You know, that husband's mad as hell. He's like, I got up every day, went to work, and then you gonna go to work and with the prisoner?
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Let's keep going.
Has an 8-year-old daughter. She was an officer at HMP Wandsworth Prison. This was her first job as a guard, and she only started there back in the beginning of this year of 2024. So she literally just became a prison guard. HMP Wandsworth is a Category B men's prison in the London borough of Wandsworth. It is one of the largest prisons in the UK, and it is also one of the most overcrowded prisons in the UK with just under 1,500 inmates. Linda's father is from Venezuela, and her mother is from Madeira, which is an autonomous Portuguese territory off the coast of Africa. And mind you, while researching this, Madeira is stunning. It looks like Hawaii. A lot of people compare it to Hawaii, and it's this tiny, beautiful island with lots of mountains and water. And oh my gosh, it looks so beautiful. I just thought I would throw that in there.
Oh, snap. It does look hella pretty.
Linda's family moved to
Portuguese Hawaii. A Porch Hawaii, if you will. Porch Hawaii. That's where we about to go.
To the UK back in 1996, and they settled down in London. In her early 20s, this is where
It's gonna get weird in here because this is gin and tonic.
Linda met her husband. The following year, in 2018, Linda and her husband had a daughter, and they ended up getting married. Before becoming a prison guard, Linda worked as a personal trainer, and she practiced martial arts with her husband. So seemingly like a good life that her parents, probably struggled to get themselves out of their situation.
Hawaii geese. Yep. Spitfire.
And moved to London and raise her. And now she's met this husband and she has this daughter. She's a personal trainer and things seem to be going good. But then in 2022, Linda and her husband appeared on a Channel 4 documentary called Open House, The Great Experiment. It featured couples pushing the boundaries of their relationships at a luxury country destination. Now, during this documentary, Linda says monogamy is a social construct that I think needs to be dismantled. She also...
You what?
Oh, hell, you're burning. Oh, no. Man, that husband's sitting back there like...
also said that opening up her relationship with her husband allowed them to form a deeper connection with each other. Friends say...
Man, you are crazy.
The reason that they think that Linda and her husband did the show was because they saw the first season on TV and thought that it would be a fun experience to take part of. Linda also would go on to start her online business.
Only cons. Damn, that's a good one.
After this TV appearance, Linda's family said that they wondered if Linda had only done it to gain like her 15 minutes of fame. Linda's sister specifically was worried about...
Why else would you go on TV?
About Linda after the show. She said that there was so much talk on social media that she even had to block people on her own social media that only wanted to come there and talk about Linda's intimate life. So you imagine like the whole family after she goes on this show talking about her and her husband, being very open, and they're like, that's what the whole show was about. And other couples there, they're at this marvelous looking country club and they're speaking very openly about being very open. Got it? Well, now her own family is getting people messaging them about her to the point that her sister, who was making content online, which she was basically doing like physical stuff, personal training type of stuff as well, her comment section was getting flooded with things of an intimate nature of her sister. So she's going through and having to block people because she did not want her health and fitness content to be, I guess,
all health and fitness
tainted with her sister's intimate life. No one really knows why Linda suddenly switched gears and became a prison guard, though. So you guys get the full picture, right? She had this...
Apparently she wanted access, if you know what I'm saying.
Family life, she gets married, she has a kid, she is a personal trainer, she's doing martial arts with her husband.
And about 15 other people. She got a black belt.
She goes on this show that is...
You know what I'm saying?
Is very sexual in nature.
Oh, hell.
And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she becomes a prison guard. And everybody's like, wait, what? So it was completely shocking when a video went viral online of Linda being intimate with an inmate. On June 27th of this year, 2024.
Made it online?
4-minute video was filmed of Linda being intimate with a 36-year-old inmate named Linton Wyrick. Linton is currently in prison for robbery, one where he stole 65
He stole that wife too.
£5. And when I mean pounds, I'm meaning like the UK standard of how they compare it to like the dollar. Not pounds as in weight, but 65 pounds as in money. worth of goods from a safe in a luxury apartment. He stole all kind of stuff. He stole jewelry. He stole really expensive belts. He stole handbags, a laptop, and a suitcase. So Linton ended up being sentenced to 4.5 years on June 7th of this year, 2024. And that wasn't Linton's first time being arrested either. Previously, he was charged with dangerous driving and a police officer. Also, he got arrested for driving without a license and driving without insurance. Now, before he was in prison, Linton had been posting also fitness videos on TikTok. And to take this just a little step further, Linton, who is obviously a real winner right about now, has a girlfriend
right about now
who is pregnant, who is sitting at home while her boyfriend just gets sent to prison for 4.5 years for doing this like heist, I guess you could say, robbing this like luxury safe for all this stuff. Now he's
Cameron, right? Yeah.
Gone for 4.5 years. She's pregnant, getting ready to have this baby all by herself. And then it was said that when she heard about this video that is going around, she had to be hospitalized due to the stress. Allegedly, she was afraid that she was going into early labor because of this. I can only imagine. Like, it's already bad enough that you're pregnant, and now he gets sent to prison 4.5 years. You know, you're getting ready to have this baby by yourself. You're going to do your baby showers by yourself. You're going to do all this by yourself. And then now a video goes around of your baby daddy doing it with this prison guard. The video was filmed by Linton's cellmate, and it seems as though Linda was aware that she was being filmed.
Oh, hell, that's a screenshot from the video right there. That dude's got about 7,000 lotions and creams and all kinds of there. What the hell? Man, this is crazy as hell. That dude's like legitimately got about 30 bottles of like lotion.
That was easy.
Holy shit, that's some Bed, Bath, and Body Works or whatever the hell it's called. Candles and shit back there. Man, this is crazy.
During it, you can actually hear Linda's radio going off. And at one point in the video, it even seems that like someone is trying to come into the cell, but you can hear the cellmate that's recording tell that person to hold on a sec.
Oh, hold on, I need about 47 more seconds.
Then, while the cellmate is literally filming the two of them doing it, okay, he turns the camera on himself and he says, "This is how we roll in Wandsworth." Okay. The video was posted on social media and it completely went viral, as you guys can imagine. And no surprise.
What social media was even posted on?
Linda was immediately identified by different staff members that worked at the prison with her. And she was arrested by the Metropolitan Police at the airport, where she was literally trying to get on a plane and attempting to fly to Madrid to see relatives. Convenient timing, huh? Now, after her arrest, Linda called the prison to tell them that she would not be making it into work and that her husband would return her equipment for her. I'm pretty sure that they knew that she wasn't coming to work. Pretty sure of that. Now,
man, it would have been funnier if she tried to show back up like nothing happened. She's like, all right. What section am I in today?
During Linda's first hearing, she went ahead and pled guilty to 1 count of misconduct in a public office setting, and the judge granted Linda bail and ordered a pre-sentencing report to be completed, which will offer like any mitigating circumstances. As for Linda's bail conditions, they're pretty strict. Linda's Portuguese passport must remain in the police custody, and she's not allowed to apply for any international travel documents. She is not allowed to enter any UK travel ports. The judge also gave her an electronical monitoring device because she has a curfew where she has to be home between 7 p.m. and 9 a.m. each day. Now, at the hearing, Linda's lawyer described Linda as a young mother and a person of really good character.
Emotional damage.
Look, Your Honor, she makes Wonderful life decisions. I know there's a video of her with this inmate in the cell getting down, but she makes very good life decisions.
Prosecution, on the other hand, said that this was a shocking breach of the public's trust.
Yeah, exactly.
They said that Linda was clearly
and that trust got all kinds of breached. Man, they were breaching trust for about 4 minutes, they said.
Enthusiastic participant. Y'all, an enthusiastic participant. When I hear that, I think like, yay, like I'm so excited. I'm enthusiastic about participating in this scene. Hello. But anyways, the prosecution said that she was an enthusiastic participant who wrongly thought that she would avoid responsibility. They also went on to say that they will never hesitate to prosecute those who abuse their position of power. A friend of Linda's named Haley said that Linda had been going through a very hard time at work.
Literally. Oh, God. Woo! Let's keep it going. This is crazy as hell. Who sent me this one?
And she also said that the inmates had found out what Linda's husband's name was and what their address was, and they found out that she had this OF account. Haley also would go on to say that Linda was dealing with like a lot of pressure and that she was dealing with somewhat seemingly like blackmail because of these accounts and stuff online. She also went on to say that Linda was having problems in her marriage
I wonder why.
At the time too. But
Jesus, no.
Says that Linda and her husband are a lovely couple and that they are working very hard to save their marriage.
Sweet baby Jesus.
But Haley also thinks that there is a lot more to this story that will come to light when Linda is sentenced in November of this year. Now, misconduct in a public office carries a maximum sentence of life imprisonment, okay? Life. Now, it is not clear if this means like for the rest of her life, a natural life sentence, like here in the United States, like here in Florida, if you get a life sentence, that means life, your whole life. But in some places, life is 25 years. In some places overseas, life is 7 years. So it's not quite clear yet if life is life, but nevertheless. And it's also not clear if she would be eligible for parole at some point. Since this incident, Linda says that she has found faith in God, which is bringing her a lot of comfort. Linda's father-in-law, her husband's father, has told the media that Linda's husband was shocked by what happened and that he didn't know that Linda had been doing anything like that.
Oh, God.
He was asked about Linda and her husband's marriage. Her father-in-law declined to comment, but described it as political. Linton's family, Linton being the inmate that was doing the do with her, says that Linton deeply regrets what happened.
I'm sure he deeply regrets.
They say it's Linda's fault, though, because she offered herself up. Linton's mother specifically said if they're offering it on a plate, then the guy's going to take it. Linton was immediately put on confinement, but it is said that he is unlikely to face any further punishment, and he's not currently under investigation. Supposedly, neither is the inmate that filmed the video. There's a lot of people that are wondering if Linda did this for a publicity stunt in order to monetize her platforms like OF. But when she was asked about it, Linda posted a video message on social media saying that she had not monetized one bit on that video that was released at all.
Hello once again.
Well, that was stupid.
Again, Instagram. I hope you can appreciate this is going to be a very awkward and uncomfortable conversation for me to have. I just thought I really needed to come on here and clarify a lot of things. First thing being, there has been a lot, and I mean a lot, a tremendous amount of fake profiles of me that have been...
Oh no, not fake profiles of me. Was that a fake profile of you inside the jail cell?
Monetizing off of my misfortune, the scandal that the entire world has somehow managed to be involved in. I have not monetized one bit.
That's really not smart.
At all. This is my only social media platform and I only just activated it again. So if you do come across fake profiles of me asking for money, please don't fall for it. There's been a lot of GoFundMes and fake OnlyFans accounts that are not me. Very, very
the hell do you need a GoFundMe for?
Distasteful for you to monetize or advertise yourselves as me for OF content. It does interfere with my trial, but furthermore, it is incredibly, incredibly distasteful. Please, if
yeah, oh man, it's so distasteful.
If you are an OF creator, refrain from tagging said prison. We all know the name of the prison. Please refrain from tagging HMP Wandsworth on your stupid videos. And lastly, I wanted to tell you all that you do not know my side of the story. The media has a great way of getting a narrative and twisting it, and they
apparently they're
sensationalize.
I ain't gonna say it. YouTube, this is crazy as hell. We still don't even have 100 likes. That's terrible. TikTok, we don't even have 25,000 likes. We haven't hit the first goal yet. Y'all, come on. This is a great episode right now. This is a damn good show. And we don't have anything happening right now. Come on, y'all. Tap the screen like crazy. Let's get some more people in here. Hit the thumbs up button. And let's continue hearing this lady talk about how she...
everything.
Well, you know.
You don't know my side of the story.
We saw your side of the story, all right.
And we'll leave it as that for now.
An investigation into how Linda was hired and passed.
It wasn't me. But we got you on the counter. It wasn't me. Even you had you in the cell. It wasn't me. He even flipped the camera. It wasn't me.
The vetting process is underway, and it is believed to be because of, again, staffing shortages. So what do I think about this? I mean, it's not something that is super uncommon. Like we talked about in the beginning of this video, this happens all the time with male guards and female inmates, as well as female guards and male inmates.
And everything in between.
The filming it and releasing it is pretty bold. That's why I really want to know how much time she's facing. Did she think she was going to make millions and millions and millions of dollars and it was worth it to maybe do a couple of years in prison if she had to go that route? Or what? The bottom line is that
is crazy.
Inmates are going to try to get away with stuff if they can. I'm not making any excuses for the male inmates because the female inmates do it too. The officers are the ones with the power and are in control. And she needs to be held accountable for what she did. And the craziest thing about it is, I don't know how it works over there in the UK, but here in the United States, the inmates could literally sue the prison for that, for being taken advantage of by the state. Because when you become an inmate, you are property here in the United States of the state. You are no longer a property of yourself. You belong to the state, which means they are responsible for you. Which means if you do it with a prison guard, even if you are a willing participant, sometimes they can turn around and sue the prison and make a lot of money from it. So there's like all kinds of reasons why inmates try to do certain things. Sometimes they try to set up guards. I have heard stories of women doing things and trying to get DNA, if you know what I mean, in order to take it forward and say, I was taken advantage of. Here, here, test me, give me an R kit.
Whoa.
And then later they turn around and sue the prisons and end up getting a lot of money, even though they were a willing participant. So there's all kinds of things that happen. And there's also the situations where the guards actually take advantage of the inmates. Specifically that I have heard of is male guards and female inmates. But that is not what this situation sounds like. There's more to this story that we don't know about. Because why did she become a guard? Just happened to be this year. And why wasn't the vetting process done a little bit more? Because it seemed like she would have been a high risk guard to work with, especially males, with her very hyper lifestyle, because even the most well-intentioned prison guard can be worn down by some of these inmates. I mean, some of these inmates have been scheming and scamming and doing criminal activity their whole lives. They're used to it. And you'll have a green prison guard come in and just trying to be nice, and they can get taken advantage of. And so in my opinion, to put somebody that is high risk in that situation, they're probably going to have questions of that too. But I think they're going to make an example out of her. I think that, and I think that they should, just like the teacher that was taking nude photos in the classroom when the kids weren't in there and posting things on her OF. Like, that is disgusting.
Is that real life?
Keep those two things separate.